gentlemen, let's settle down. This is Real Talk Uncut, coming to you live on YouTube as we speak. So we got people out there listening on YouTube. I'm getting a little bigger crowd out there outside of Second Life. I just need someone that's going to monitor YouTube, so in case anyone have a question, they'll let me know. We'll bring it to the audience. Hi, I'm TC. Y'all all know me. And up here, co-hosts or hosts, we all hosts, Sean and Sweet Juice. And y'all know about the board to my right, to your left, looking forward. And we allow just, if we're talking cordially, we just let the board go. But when it gets start to get out of hand, we kind of like let everybody know to click the board. As you know, there's a lot going on here, there, and everywhere. We also have a special guest that'll be, again, we brought him back by
Yes, me.
popular
I'm a special
demand.
guest.
No,
I
no,
got
no.
the
Rise, wrestling in Second Life. The reason why they're back, because when my first recording, then all you heard was my voice. You didn't hear nobody else. Right now, I did do mic checks earlier, and we are picking up everyone, including me and the room. So, without further ado, Sean, you could go ahead and,
Oh my
Oh,
cheese.
me? Okay, great.
yeah.
Hi, how's everyone doing? My name is Sean. Very good to see everybody today. Happy Sunday. We got a good show for you today, you guys. We got some good topics, and we are, got some good shows and stuff. We got some fighting people today. They're gonna wrestle for us, put on the show for us, guys. And I can't wait to start the show. Okay, all right.
All right. Sweet juice. Well, I don't know what all that was,
Hello.
but all right.
Hello, I'm
He needs
Sweet
that
Juice,
special pill.
and welcome to Real Talk Uncut. And Sean has already said everything, so let's get started.
So I gotta turn you up soon.
Gotta turn her up. I just want to point out to all of y'all, because y'all lips don't be moving. I don't know why
Well,
mine's not right now.
Here we
Something's
go
not right.
with this shit
All
again.
right, all
Next
right,
week.
okay. Let's
I
leave it alone.
I mean some hot chicharrones.
Chicharoni.
Yeah, chicharrones.
I
Okay.
feel like people in the local
Oh,
chat are
I'm
talking about me.
sorry.
I really can't read it right now because I'm doing something else. But if you are, just know when I read back through these chats, I'm coming after y'all next. So don't be funny you talking about me in these local chats, all right? Okay, all right. Oh,
Mm.
eat your baby.
You know it.
That y'all, that's my goddaughter right there. My goddaughter, stepdaughter, goddaughter. She's
No, you
something.
don't, daughter. You had to.
She's
Okay,
something.
Sean.
If it's your
Okay, Sean.
daughter, you had to
The
screw.
sooner we get
So it got to
started.
be a goddaughter if you didn't screw to have her.
Well, I
Well,
screwed her mama. Does that count?
I
Okay.
guess so.
so you're
Well,
like her stepdad.
right, stepdaddy.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so as you know, we got a war going on. I'm gonna get this out of the way because I know. I mean, I've been watching it all week. I didn't like the way the news was coming out at first. Of course, Israel got attacked by a extremist group, Hamas. They are terrorists. We all know that. They're fighting for whatever reason they seem fit to fight, but they took Israel by surprise, which is another thing. I don't know how they did that with all that security we have and Israel have. They were able to sneak in. They did a lot of damage. They killed babies. They killed everything that could walk. They have hostages, which I believe are already dead. But no one, out of all of this, not all of the Muslims or the Palestinians are terrorists. So for the first almost week, all you heard on the media, Israel this, Israel that, Israel this happened to them. Oh, this and that. But then we also had a lot of protests that went on in the United States. You had the anti-Semitism people come out the carpet. You had Palestinian Americans who were out there protesting the war. Only until maybe I say about Thursday, Friday, the news, CNN, MSNBC, all of them started covering the innocent Palestinians that are dying. Israel killed close to 2,000 people. They claim Hamas killed 1,500 Israelis. I don't believe that number. But besides all that, so Israel had a right to defend themselves, went and started bombing everywhere. But they also killed a lot of Palestinians that were innocent. They gave the Palestinians 24 hours, which is well over the 24 because they knew that was not doable, to get out of the north because the fight's going to be in the north where Hezbollah, whatever that word is, Iran and Hamas. So they're going to start the war, put boots on the ground, 300,000 soldiers on the ground. The United States sent two aircraft carriers over there on the northern side, whatever. They gave the Palestinians 24 hours to go south. Where in the south? Nowhere. Just go south. There's nothing there to accommodate them. There's no houses. They turn off all the electricity, all the water, no oil, no food is coming in and out, coming into Palestine. So my argument, no, I'm just gonna ask you guys out there, where do y'all stand on this? Anyone? Okay, the board. Who's on
I'd
the
like
board?
to say, I'll say something if I might.
And what?
Okay.
Touch the board, sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
You
touch the
said,
board.
You said anybody want to talk.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. Okay, because I
Yeah,
click
touch
the
the
board,
board, sir.
Donnie. Who's on the board now? Speak.
Somebody said sir. Somebody called me sir.
Well, you sound like you're old enough to be my grandfather, so I'm showing you respect. I do
You know
apologize
what?
if
You
you
know
don't
what?
like
You
that.
know what? Meet me outside. Me and you gonna have a little.
All right. This is
Oh my
real-
goodness.
I am with the smoke, so what's good?
I'm gonna let you
All
know
right,
that you got
y'all.
55
Somebody's on the
seconds
board.
left.
Someone is on the board. Y'all wasting their time.
It's me.
Okay,
It's
go
me.
ahead.
So,
You got 45 seconds left. You better get what you gotta get out your mouth.
then shut the hell up. What what
Oh
I'm
my.
saying is I feel like it's really bad because it's just senseless killing. People are dying for no reason, and it's kind of sad that they're fighting. They have no real aim. They haven't done anything to nobody. It's like you're just killing these innocent people just because you can do it, and it's to me it's kind of sad because y'all all the same type of people. Y'all all Muslims. To me, they're all Muslims, and then you
No,
The Jews are Jews.
you are way
Jews
wrong.
and Jews.
I'm gonna give
Hold
you a
up,
little
trying
bit
to
more
get-
time. Go ahead.
And these wars to me is pointless. It's highly pointless. You're killing innocent people. You're killing. I don't care if they are uniform or not. You're just attacking just to attack. It's a crap show. It's a real crap show.
Okay,
I
so
don't like
they're not
it.
attacking just to attack. You do know that, right?
I was gonna go religious on it, but I'm just gonna leave that alone.
But that's the reason why they're fighting.
Who's on the board?
I didn't want to go religious with it, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
That's spiritual. Spirit, black.
All right,
people.
go ahead, Spirit.
So actually, I don't think that no Muslim is safe at this point. So be they in Africa, because Africa actually connects to Israel. If you look at the map, it actually is all pretty much one area. Iraq is part of Africa, if you ask me, and all of that. The only thing that divides them is a slight touch of land and the Red Sea. I don't think anybody's safe. Nobody. And when I say that, I'm talking about the Jews. I think anybody that is Muslim is not safe. Period.
Okay, so with that said, I mean, everyone understands what's going on. Israel was attacked. They have a right to defend themselves. The Hamas is using their people and the hostages as human shields, which is wrong. Therefore, they're even stopping people from going from the north to the south to get out of harm's way. So in reality, my whole thing is that once you put boots on the ground, it's it's the Jew. I think they're stepping into something that's going to be disastrous. Who's on the board?
That's Donnie.
Okay, go ahead, Donnie.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You know, I know I'm gonna get somebody gonna be throwing apples and tomatoes at me. But look, you know what? The whole idea, since we're such an immoral people, our very own selves, pretty soon the market's gonna shut down, the money, the bank gonna close down, all kinds of stuff going on, and we're gonna have problems right here because we're not a caring people. We don't care about nobody else. We don't even care about our own selves, and we're concerned about what somebody else is doing. We're rotten. But the whole world's going to hell in the
Don't really care
handbasket.
about our own selves because if they care about every American equally. The white man only cares about himself, and that's what's going to shut down the market.
Yeah, yeah.
Greed.
Him, and we just bad. We go to church, and we talk about each other. We all bad, and we're not gonna get no better.
So if you
But,
think if the KKK blows up black school in Alabama, we're gonna go after everybody in Alabama or the KKK only?
We've been having racial problems since I've been born in this world. And like the little girl just said, I sound like I'm an old man. Well, I've been around long enough to know that racism ain't went nowhere, and it's not gonna go nowhere. And that's why we're fighting over there. Everybody want to fight somebody else. They better than somebody, always better than somebody else.
All right. Well, what are you confused about, Donnie? Your
We
time's
know
up.
why, y'all know why they fighting, right?
I
You
don't.
notice
It doesn't
the
sound
racism.
like what. Go ahead and explain.
I mean, y'all do know why they fighting, right? Right? Do y'all know why they fighting? Does anybody know why they fighting? Because it sounds like y'all don't know why they fighting.
Exactly.
Why don't you tell us?
Yeah.
What excuse they're using?
You said what, Donnie?
Tell me what excuse they're using to fight.
It's not an excuse. You do know that the land that Israel is on used to belong to the Palestinians way back
Exactly.
when, and then they took it from them, and now they're trying to get it back. That's the whole point.
1948, the United States helped Israel take the land
Yes.
from the Palestinians.
The Palestinians, where Israel now stands in Jerusalem,
But
now
then-
belongs to-
Palestine's fight over it when Iraq and all of those countries are directly connected to Africa. So the reality is they're all in Africa, and them motherfuckers stole land from the Africans. So if you're gonna fight over something, it can't be that land.
Actually, Palestine, Israel, and all that is not in Africa. It's in the Middle East.
Spirit, you have to turn your mic off when you're not talking because I'm getting feedback. Okay.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
The
No, you're
reality
fine.
is they are connected to the African continent. They
Connected?
are connected to the Egypt connects to Israel.
Hold on, because
Africa is a direct connection to Egypt.
You done? You good? You got it all out? Because connected to Egypt is not in Egypt. It's two different things.
The only thing that separates them is the Red Sea. Other than that connection, the only thing that separates them is the Red Sea. I
Exactly.
firmly, in
They
my
are
heart,
separate.
believe that it all started out as Africa.
Well, yes, if
Yeah,
you
but
go all the
people
way back to
travel
the
and
beginning-
move. Okay, hold on. Go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I'm trying to turn the mic down because I'm getting feedback.
Oh no, that because her she doesn't have, no,
She
doesn't
has
have
the
a
speaker
headphone.
on. Right.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying on Blackwood. I'm not saying that you're wrong because you're not wrong. I mean, it all started off like that, where it was all Pangea, to Africa, we all broke off and that stuff, world history, all that good stuff. But technically, you are correct about them taking land from Africa and all that good stuff. But Africa wasn't just one Africa. Africa wasn't just full of black people and everybody just came in and took land from black people. That ain't how that went. Africa was full of everybody, black, white.
And there's
Middle
how many
Eastern,
countries in
Asian.
Africa? Hundreds of them.
Exactly. Exactly. That's Africa's the only country that has that many. I mean, it's the only continent that has that many countries inside of it. No other continent has that
Right.
many
That's
countries
how we
in it.
became the United States. We were separated too at one point.
But you are right to a certain point. But they are separate. They are connected to the state. I mean, to the continent of Africa, meaning that if you are in Afghanistan or Palestine or Israel, technically you could drive your car from one to
It's
the other.
it's it's called the Middle East for a reason. Okay,
Which is what I was just getting at. It's the Middle East. It's not actually Africa.
As far as what's going on with Israel and the Palestinians, it's been going on, but God was very clear when he said that this is where we were going to reside as a Jewish people. It clearly says in the Torah, the Tanakh, and the Talmud more than one time that when you live, that we as a people represent God, that we as a people carry God's word, that land that God gave us is supposed to be for our people and supposed to be holy land. What Israel is doing right now, they are so out of the will of God. It's insane. And everything that's happening to them is God's wrath. You can't go in when God specifically instructs you as a people. And then your state and what you're made up of, people look at that and they're like, oh, well, they're supposed to represent God. They're not representing God right now. And any American who is on the is pro-Israel, you don't know anything. There are Jews, there are rabbis, there are Jews that are in the street right now protesting the genocide that Israel has been committing, and we've been doing this. Us American Jews have been doing this for years, and our communities, our Jewish communities, and our Palestinian communities, they live in harmony with each other. There's no hatred. There are radicals in every group. Don't get me wrong, but if they can live peacefully here, there were women, Palestinian women, Israeli women, gathering together, singing in harmony, trying to change what was going on. As a Jew, as someone who is Israeli, it pisses me off because God was clear and they are not honoring what God said. That is man doing what man wants to do without any consideration of who we are.
I gotta cut you off, baby. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but she's making a lot of good points too.
She
That's good.
is.
Yeah,
That's why I apologize.
That's because I'm an American Jew.
So I will say this. You were making a lot of good points.
Right. Michael, go ahead, Sean.
I was just going to tell Malcolm that she is making a lot of good points. I don't necessarily like the argument where it's God's wrath, because that same argument was used against black people in slavery. That was God's wrath because black people tried to be free, and so God sent the white man to enslave us. Or that's the same type of argument they used when it came to the LGBT community. God was mad at the gay people because they were being gay, so he sent the AIDS virus to wipe us out. So I don't like I'm not saying that you're wrong in your thinking. I'm just saying I don't necessarily like when people throw off.
I do definitely understand that. But as somebody who's Jewish and as a Jewish company, it's not God's wrath against the Palestinians. It's God's wrath against Israel, not the Palestinians.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not the Palestinians. They're innocent in all of this and getting slaughtered in all kinds of craziness. And the Jews are the one that, and Israel, they're the ones who do it. So when bad stuff starts to happen to Israel and it starts to get bombarded with bad stuff, you will know that is correcting a place that is supposed to represent God, but is represented and ran by man, and God's not going to have that. So when all kinds of
I got Blackwood.
All right, so
Israel deserves.
In the long run, do you
want to comment too?
Okay, go ahead.
I think Blackwood wanted to say something, didn't you, Spirit Blackwood?
Do you think us as
not really. I was being an asshole. I'm gonna be honest. I was about to be an asshole, so no, I'm straight.
Okay.
Do you think us as African Americans, are we safe now? Is it our fight?
Are we safe now? It is our fight, and that was my point in saying that they were connected to Africa. You know that as African Americans, we have plenty of Muslims. Why? Because we have a lot of Muslim area in Africa.
Right.
Therefore, they're going to fight for that. There are black Jews, and they are going to fight for their rights.
Right, because I noticed South Africa, they had South Africans protesting. And I looked at thousands of people came. I looked at them. They're our brothers and sisters. They're black. You look at the
Well, I wouldn't go that
Palestinians,
far.
they if to see them march, I looked at it on TV to see
No, I'm
them
saying
marching.
I wouldn't go as far as calling them my brothers and sisters because Africans do not like African Americans. They do not consider us the same.
That's a
I
lie.
don't know about
That's a
that.
lie.
I don't know about
I'm
that.
sorry, Sean. That's not true. That's not true.
that is actually.
No,
Not true.
no,
That's
no.
Listen,
true.
everybody can't be talking to them like at one goddamn time.
Okay, y'all got to hit the board now.
Africans that don't like Africans. And the reason they don't like them is because a lot, 80% of African American men and women are fucking lazy. And so at that point, they don't like the Africans because they come over here and work like they still in Africa.
All right.
All right.
All right, we go. All right, let me just say this because I actually have a friend from Africa who has told me from his words that a lot of people in Africa do not like black people in America because they do not consider us a part of Africa or whatever. I don't know the exact reasons why, but I'm not going to go into details.
See, I know African friends too, and they don't say that.
Well,
Actually,
maybe
they
it's
kind of
It,
look
it
up to
depends
us.
on
maybe
who
it's
you're
different
talking
countries.
to.
Right, true.
Hell, I'm
Maybe in different
married.
countries, but we go. All right, Malcolm is the cheerleader. So Jackie, you on the board, you can go, and then after that, somebody else can go.
Go ahead.
See, there you go. There you go. Some hold on.
Hello?
Hold on.
Wait a
hold
minute.
on.
Someone's screaming. Hold on.
Malcolm.
Spirit. Please, Jackie, go ahead.
Malcolm.
Okay, that's okay.
Something.
Listen,
Wait, Jackie, hold on.
Havana.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
That's Malcolm down there.
What's
Okay.
screaming? Somebody's screaming.
That's Malcolm.
Yeah, that spirit up here yelling.
No, it's
That's
not.
Malcolm right here.
No, it's her avatar. Her Halloween outfit is
But she need
making
to
noises.
take that off.
Oh,
Go ahead,
Oh.
Jackie.
I
Okay.
think she's getting mauled underneath the chair.
Havana, I completely agree with you. Okay. As a sister of a
Sit on
brother
home,
who
Tisha.
currently lives in Africa, okay, I will not tell you what part, but this is hands-on information. Okay. This information that we're getting is not actually the truth. That's what's going on. Okay. And it has been known for decades, and I know I'm older than probably everybody in here right now, that a lot of African people do not really favor a lot of African American people. They don't say we're African American. I refuse to fill out anything that says I'm African American. I'm American. I was born and raised here. I don't go on the pigtails or the coattails of that. Oh, I'm from descendants of this, that, and that. No, my relatives were born and raised here. Okay. I only have one brother. 56 in my box. So you're older than me, sweetie. Hi. But the news that we're getting is not actually the truth as to what's going on in this war. It
And
really
the war
isn't.
itself. You know, you're right because it started
Yes.
out on one side. Now it's another. Like they said, 1,500 Israelis died. I don't believe that number. They said
It's
most.
really not the truth. I have a lot of military family, one of who is abroad, and what we're being told is not actually the truth.
I can believe
Okay.
But how
But that's
much is it
normal.
not true?
There
You
you
gotta
go.
believe some of
A
it.
lot of it is not true.
I
Okay.
told you that.
It's like what Khadijah is saying in my background is a thing called propaganda. They want us to know but so freaking much here in America so that the people that are here that are Muslim or Iraqi won't start acting a fool here.
Well, they almost start. Who's next on the board? They had protests here, but it was pretty civil. New York City is. I gotta pass Jackie now because I had her on pause.
Yeah, it's,
It'll be the next person. But they had civil protests here. They had what I didn't like is when the Palestinians were protesting here. They were protesting for the Palestinian people that aren't part of this. They're innocent. and they're getting killed. They're not Hamas. Hamas is an extremist, like the KKK here, like your extremists here.
I got you,
That's what they
Khadijah.
are. So go. Who's next on the board? Go.
It's Khadijah and restart her time because her time been going
I'll
while you've
pause
been
it for a
talking.
second.
All right, what we're gonna do is Khadijah, you gonna go, then Malcolm's gonna, Khadijah's gonna go, then Jackie, you got something else to say?
Jackie, then
You
the
got
question
business?
marks will end it.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it to the question marks, whoever that is. All right, go ahead, Khadijah, because we're gonna be on here for a while.
I just wanted to say that um, African Americans, because I'm going off what I done heard, they say that African Americans is lazy. African Americans don't want to do nothing, but it's not everybody who's an African American who are lazy and who aren't doing anything. Africans, because I remember a couple of years ago, before this whole racism thing got worse, the African president herself said to us Americans who are here, she said, "My African American babies, come back home to Africa." Even in Ghana, the Guyanese president got killed because he said the same thing. "My Guyanese children, come back home to Ghana." They literally opened their countries up to every person who is Guyanese or African American to come back to Africa so we could avoid this racism systematic thing that's going on.
But who knows
And
that where you're from? You gotta
they,
follow your roots. Who's gonna pack up
yeah,
and go back to Africa?
I will go back to Ghana because I'm majority of my blood says I'm Guyanese. I could go to
Understood.
Indonesia because my blood says I'm Indonesian. I could go to Russia because my blood says I'm Russian. I could go to Dutch. I could go all over because my blood
Yeah,
says
we
that's
all
what I
mixed
am.
up.
But
Exactly. But
you
if
used to eating
people,
bacon and hamburger and stuff. You won't
oh
make it.
what?
You used
All
to
right,
eat
next on the board.
Yeah.
Jackie said skip her.
Jackie
Okay,
said skip.
I
Okay.
said I wanted to skip myself because I have to reserve my voice.
I
I'm
know. I
still
hear
healing.
you. I hear you. Your voice is
I had that surgery, so I'm still
right.
healing.
Stop talking. I
Yes,
guarantee you,
ma'am.
they told you to stop talking, right? Not much.
I like
All
that.
right,
'Cause
Next on the
so-
board,
who is that?
question marks.
That's Malcolm. Go ahead, Malcolm. Hurry up.
I don't think she's all question marks, but
That's Malcolm. I can see the mic where it is over her head.
okay.
Yeah, I'm the question marks. I
Okay.
got the Japanese symbol. That's how you
Hey,
know.
Malcolm.
Okay, so several years ago, there was a man who came here from Africa to get a good education, and he was basically slaughtered by the New York police. This happened a while ago, and his mother came over here from Africa and saw the level of racism and here, but there's still racism in Africa. There was apartheid. They may have dismantled that system, but there's still a lot of racism in Africa. And if you listen to Trevor Noah, he talks about the difference between what he experienced living in South Africa as a man of color and then what it was like for him here. And he's actually said that even though they have those systems in place and the racism, he said the racism here scares him more than the racism that he grew up with in South Africa, because the way that the racism is here is they can just do whatever they want and there's no punishment. So it's interesting. You might want to look up video clips because he addresses it a few times. So
Okay.
he even expresses what words mean something there and then something different here. So it's really cool. You guys
Okay.
should definitely
Who's
look
next
at it.
on the
Even
board?
and speaking on the, it's me, too, and I put my headset on, but
Okay.
in my earbud.
Okay.
Even back in what was it, 1996, when the Hutu and the Tutsi were killing I believe it was the Tutsi killing the Hutu, or it may have been reversed. That was on racism. So there's racism everywhere, and no, not all of those people were punished that were doing that killing. Not all those people were punished. It was encouraged killing. It was genocide, period. And here in the United States, when Africans come here, they're not looking to be discriminated against. They really see everybody one and the same, be it white, black, purple, green, or whatever. They're in their mind, they come from a country where everybody looks like themselves. So when they get here, they still adhere to that same mindset. And I know that because I work with a bunch of African people, and I have to let them know, look, these folks is not your friend. This mess they're saying to you is not okay.
All right,
And
I gotta
so,
cut you off. I gotta cut you off. Your time ran out. Khadijah, we just gonna have to skip over you and move to the next topic because we're not gonna sit here all day. What's the next thing? Sweet Juice, you want to go?
What?
Okay, I can go.
Oh, Sweet Juice. There you go. All right, you go ahead, Sweet.
Boy,
What?
if you don't pause my
We gotta
time,
remember
I'm
we
gonna
have a
fight.
guest on the show also. I don't know what you're covering, Sweet. Let me go ahead.
I told you. You forgot to put it.
No, you told me. I don't know because I have to
Just
have
do
it
it.
when I
Just
make
do
it.
it. Just
Go ahead.
Okay, y'all. I was just going through my computer, and this guy popped up and was talking about the worst cars in America to buy, and I hope none of y'all got them. And I would say, like GMC, which was one of the worst cars to buy. Your Mitsubishi and your Land Rover is another car. They scored like real low, under 50. So, the Mitsubishi Mirage. Anybody got any of these cars?
Nope.
I'm
I
sorry, my brother
swore
can't let me
Mitsubishi
spoil it.
was a motorcycle. I didn't know they had it as a car too.
Yeah,
No,
they
they have. You have
Just did, Mr. Coastal.
because they said that they have a low price tag, but has poor performance and reliability. And then you got your Chevrolet Track, which has a weak engine and low quality interior. And then you got your Fiat 500, which has a cramped cabin and a stiff ride. You got your Fiat 124 Spider, which has a noisy engine and a small trunk. You ever got an Alfa Romero 4C, which has a horse ride and a lack of features. Got your Dodge Journey, which has a dated design and a low safety rating. We ever got Jeep Renegades, which has a sluggish transmission and a low reliability rating. Then you got your Dodge Grand Caravan, which has a low quality interior and poor fuel economy. Now, I also went. You have your best cars, which is the Honda Civic Type R. This car ranked number one in the category of small cars and has a starting price of 37,000. Then you got your Acura Integra. This car is ranked number two. Okay, and then you have your BMW M2. It's ranked number three. Got your Audi A4. This car is also ranked number two. You got your Mercedes Benz C Class. This car ranks number three.
All them cars
These
are
are the best cars.
$100,000 and more.
Yep, they are. They are. You're right. 22, 41. Well, a Honda Civic. Somebody I know there's people that buy a Honda Civic. They rank about 22,000. And what about your Mazda 3? How about your Hyundai Elantra? Somebody I know there's a lot of people that's got.
I just bought
So-
one, but it was used.
That's all right, but it's still a good car.
Hmm.
Your Mini Cooper. This car is ranked number.
I would be caught dead driving that little thing around. I would never drive a little.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. It's ranked what?
Which one? The Mini Cooper or which one?
The Mini Cooper.
It's ranked number one.
Canelo sound like she the kind of person drive me a little meat. Those drive a little meat. You sound like you drive a little meat.
So what? You ain't buying my shit.
You sound like
You got shit to say unless you put me money into my cars. Then you can say
You're right.
something.
You goddamn right. You go with your little meat, and when you get in an accident, you're all squished up between two trucks. Don't say nothing.
And
Who drives that recklessly? You?
Probably.
Probably.
Probably, man. I do
And
drive
last
fast.
but
And you're a professional driver. That's shameful.
and
What
last
kind
but
of
not
car do you
least,
drive, Sean?
Huh?
I hooped it from A to B. That's what he drives.
He drives a 1975 Pinto.
Pintos. Oh my gosh, those were the worst.
Oh, who did?
Hey!
Those
I had a
Pintos were the
Pinto.
worst.
I had a Pinto coming up in my high school days.
The
Don't
body
knock
just
'em.
rotted away within a couple of years, and everything just.
But since y'all asking me questions and stuff, I drive a BMW X. What is it?
Which
XS, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, you drive a black man wish. That's that
oh
BMW.
the
Uh,
BMW them cars ain't no good. The BMW M2 is.
I thought black man's will.
Will,
I
right?
had a race car.
Ooh,
BMW
who got a
race
Jetta?
car.
Jettas are nice. I used to have a
I have
Jetta.
a Jetta R lines, and I have a Jeep Patriot.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
have two cars.
I'm surprised Subaru's not in there because they're pretty good cars.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
I drive a Chrysler 200. It looks like a spaceship. It's
I thought it was a Chrysler
I'm about to.
300.
yeah. There's
My
a
car,
300. That's a luxury car.
my car is actually on its last leg, so I'm finna go. So next
Yeah, 'cause
year
you
when I
drive
get my
like a
tax
bat
kit,
out of hell.
Right, when you
That's
get the
why.
tax, that's right,
Who's
tax
got a
refund.
Subaru BR Z? That's one of a good car too.
I ain't getting
Subarus
no
are
back.
good. I had a Subaru.
A luxury sport car, Chevrolet Corvette. That's too small for me. I know I'll get myself killed. I'm too big to get in
Yeah.
anyway. So
I used to have a Toyota RAV4. That was a badass car.
Toyotas used to be good cars, the best,
You
really.
know what I want? If she's talking about cars, I want me a Tesla. I know a lot of people will be like, "Oh, but I want me a Tesla."
My
You
niece
need a
have
Tesla.
one, and then
You
when
don't need a
you
Tesla.
don't, because if anything go wrong with it, forget it. It can't be fixed. She
sure
has a
can.
Tesla, and don't
Like
hit a
Tesla?
bump or they'll bend something. Forget it.
Get a Tesla.
I
They're
took
not
an
out
Uber
there
the
long
other day.
enough.
I was
I'll wait a little while till they get the body straight and all that.
So yes, that's exactly why I want to like a big asshole coach. See, you get it. No, but the other day I was out about Richmond, which is the city that I live in, and I took an Uber. So the Uber driver that came and got me had a Tesla. So I'm like, ooh, and it was a all black Tesla too. I'm like, ooh, this is nice. This is rich. I feel like a Puerto Rican. That's how I felt. I felt like a white man, just driving around in a Tesla. So he showed me all the features. He done took the app on the Tesla screen and put a fireplace on the Tesla screen, and the heat that came on in the car. So I felt like the fireplace was getting off heat in the car. I'm like, oh, this is so. I feel like a Puerto Rican. I like this. So then we got on the highway because we was going to the south side of Richmond, and he was like, "Oh, I want to show you this thing." So he was like, "Okay." I said, "I'm paying. I'm watching. Let me see." He put his turn signal on to change lanes, and no, normally you would look out just
Right,
look
you don't
at
have to do none of that.
whatever. But in the
Okay,
Tesla,
Sean, let me read this to you. It
go
said
ahead.
Tesla cars have pros and cons that depends on the buyer's preferences, budget, and driving habit. Tesla cars are praised for their design, technology, safety, and fuel saving. However, they are also criticized for the price, repair costs,
Pay a course.
serviceability, build quality, interior towing capability, and battery degenerate. I mean
That's
degradation.
exactly what I want. I want to make a half from to tow my Tesla, so I ain't gotta pay a bill and you can't tow
Yeah, cause
You can
I
buy
just
it anywhere.
I just don't understand. Like it takes or to like charge up the car.
No, but I do. Wait, say that again, Canelo.
So the battery lasts about 500 miles. Then it takes an hour to charge up the car. So if you're going a long distance trip, and let's say you're going 1,500 miles, yeah, you got to stop a couple times.
Well,
Okay,
see, but
it also say that
You might as well
Tesla
put a solar
cars
panel on top of that dang on car.
say Tesla cars may not be a good choice for a first car, especially for long distance drivers or for those who want a cheap
but in all honesty,
driver.
in all honesty, though, Canela and Sweet, both of you, in all honesty, the likelihood of you actually going to travel with a car. Normally, when you go travel places, how often do you bring your car? You will usually take a rental car, or you will
rental.
go
If I want
take a
to,
rental car,
I
or
I
you
used to be before COVID. I was a road warrior.
Mhm.
I was driving over like 50,000 a year.
Wow, that's good. That was me. Always gone,
Okay,
gone.
Malcolm got something to
go ahead,
say.
Malcolm.
Donnie, what you drive?
I drive a Jag, a cute little Jag.
Uh-oh.
Oh, so that's how you know he
That's
old.
what I'm talking
He
about
old
right
right.
there.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
he
doing.
had
Y'all stop
Okay.
stop her thing since y'all talking.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Malcolm.
Sorry, my mic was off. My daughter has a Jeep Rubicon, a new one, and I love to drive that because if I ran over a curb, it didn't matter. But she had an Elantra for she got it when they 2015 Elantra when they first came out in 2015, and that car. She drove that car everywhere. She would go
Everywhere.
to the Olympic Peninsula. She would drive to Oregon. She would drive to California. You know, she just drove that car all over the place, and it had really good gas mileage.
Yep.
And it was a really great car. And she had that. And even when she used it, you know, as a trade-in for her Jeep,
She got
you know,
money
it
for it.
still was in really good condition because she kept it up. So they're great cars, especially if you want to do some like light traveling. Yeah, but they're great, and they have like a big trunk area that you wouldn't even think that they have, but they do.
They
So it's
sure
great.
do. That's what I got. All
I
right,
still
let's
say the
go.
Tesla's better because honestly, I live in a very good, the city that I live in is very nicely situated. I'm 2 hours from Washington D.C. I'm 2 hours from North
We
Carolina.
get on a bus in our neighborhood. We ain't gotta go.
Exactly, I can get on the bus and go to D.C. or I can get on a train to North Carolina.
Yeah,
So I'm
hop,
in a
skip,
very
and a
good.
jump. Yeah, we're in a good
Right, I'm an
spot.
hour from the beach, so it's like I'm in like a real. I'm what 2-3 hours from
You want to go to New York? What, 6 hours,
yeah.
6.5 hours?
I want to. If I want to take a road trip, I can take a road trip down to Georgia. Yeah, that's 8 hours, but I can stop and charge it when I want to charge it. Take me a little rest. Like I can get an hour nap in my car because Teslas are very comfortable, and when you're locked inside, it makes sure you're safe and comfortable. So I can lock myself inside, put Netflix on my TV on a little top car TV, and chill
One
back. And
question though, would you trust it when you tell it to take you home? Because it could drive you home.
fuck no.
I
But
know.
I would.
My niece does it. When she get local though, not just take me
Yeah.
home, and it knows where to go and into the parking garage and everything.
I would trust it, but I'm going to tell you because the planes that we've all been flying for decades, they have those planes to the point where they just put in
Coordinates.
the coordinates in the planes. The planes do the flying, and the pilots are just there for an emergency.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. So off this subject now, Sean. I don't know. We're gonna do our guest or
Well, can I finish the last part, please?
yes, you can.
Thank you. However, the best car for you is depend on your personal preferences and needs. Now I'm done.
What the fuck? All right.
Lord have mercy.
You better watch your mouth.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Don. I'm watching my mouth. I'm sorry, Pastor. I mean, Deacon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Well, what it meant is that
Don't be
whatever
sorry.
car
Just
you
don't do it
prefer,
no more.
that's what it's
He will.
saying.
Yeah. One thing, can I say one thing about the Teslas that I've been reading about people going on long road trips, and there was one man who he went on a trip and he went to an area where he could not find a charger, and then he ended up having to leave his car.
That's another thing. There's no charges everywhere.
That's irresponsible. That's irresponsible.
You got to check that out before you leave. Really.
I don't know about you all, but anytime I go on a trip, I'm always checking for local gas stations. I'm looking at local reviews. I'm looking at different areas just so I can make sure that that's a safe place I can park and go get some gas. Hospitals. I'm looking at everything. When I go out of town and I'm planning on a trip that I'm going to be gone for at least 2 or 3 days, I'm looking at things in the area to see, okay, I know there's a gas station right here. There's a hospital right there. Okay, I know where this stuff is at. And I'm also looking at stuff to do actually like activities. So, I kind of mix that in when I'm looking at my itinerary.
But
He might have
Sean,
been
sometimes
he left his
things.
wallet in his Tesla when he left. Leave your wallet too, and just act like you a bum in town. You don't even know where you're going, but get the hell out of town.
Yeah, sometimes you can't do that, Sean, because I remember I had a situation where I had to drive all the way from. I ended up in Mississippi.
Uh-oh. Hope not at
And
night.
had to drive all the way from Mississippi to Chicago.
Wow.
And we just jumped on, I think it was 65, and we just went on up. And we didn't know what we was gonna do, how we was gonna get there. I was just like, Mississippi. Okay, I'm done.
Mississippi. If
Mississippi.
you're from Mississippi, you don't say Mississippi. You say Mississippi.
I'm not from Mississippi, so.
You got
So
out
we
of
said
town.
Mississippi.
So you was from Mississippi. You was from on the other side of the state line.
Other people were very kind there. The people there were very kind.
That's also, now that Donnie brings it up, that's also just like people in New Orleans. Everywhere else people say New Orleans, but down in New Orleans they say Nolans.
Nolans. Yeah.
Nolans. We down here in Nolans. I love it. I love when I hear somebody from New Orleans say, "What are you talking about, Nolans?"
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all. Let's see.
But yeah, I don't think our infrastructure is not ready for fully electric vehicles. So not yet.
When I do go, and that's the last thing I'm going to move on to my topic because we just did bring up a good one. When I do decide when I do go get my new car, I really want a hybrid. I want a car that's both gas and power because I want to be able to, fill up on the gas tank, fill up on battery, and say I'm going on a trip or whatever, and the gas hand get low. I'd be like, oh, that's all right. I got some power on my battery to keep it moving. That's not how I really,
I don't want no damn car. I want a big ass truck.
That's why your ass will be spending all that money on gas.
I don't worry about that. I'm on safety.
I hate driving my brother's truck. I gotta climb it.
I want safety. Somebody hit me, hell, I want to be able to live at least a little bit. Them little ass cars, fuck that. Give me a truck.
All right, Spirit.
All right, let's go.
Take care.
All right, Raj, you're gonna be up last, I guess. Sean.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
I'm gonna stand up and let Jasmine sit down because these
Whoever
chairs
keeps
don't act
touching
right.
the backboard, stop touching it. You make that fizz out.
Yeah, they can sit in mine. I can stand up.
I can go. We got.
All right, Sean, go ahead.
Leave it alone.
Sweet.
Well,
We got a
I'm
good little
going
while
right
for the
here.
show. We got a good little while, so I can go. Real
Jasmine,
quick.
have a
So,
seat.
Yeah,
we got
in
the
case
people's
they
corner
need
that's
another person to
actually
sit,
covered,
they
but
can
I'm not
sit
gonna do
down.
that because I got something else I want to do. The people's corner.
All right, let's
So
go.
really quickly. I want to be a little bit vulnerable for a moment. So the month of October is Domestic Abuse Awareness Month, and I wanted to
And
take a
breast
moment
cancer
to
awareness month too.
in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I want to take
And my
a
damn
moment to.
birthday too.
Ain't worried about you right now. So,
And my res day.
Uh-huh.
I
My
just wanted
mom's
to take a
birthday,
moment
my res
to-
day too.
Yeah, peace and them rest day too. Now what?
I
'cause-
want y'all to come and listen to me
Y'all
sing.
old. Y'all should be still celebrating your res days.
No, mine is my real birthday. Wednesday. On the 18th.
Happy birthday to you.
I could have sworn we had a birthday party for you just a couple months ago.
All right, let's go. Uh-oh, don't get
Anyway,
done.
I'm sorry. My bad. Anyway, okay. But no, so
Birthday, dear girl.
Hey, say it right now, Sean. I mean, Don.
but like I was saying though, October is
Amy, drop
domestic.
my water bottle. Go ahead.
Is domestic. What?
I'm not drop my water bottle in real. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Is Domestic Abuse Awareness Month, and I am just bringing it to light because I feel like this is something that everybody needs to be aware of because there are so many people in this country who go unheard, their stories, who end up dying because of domestic abuse. For those who don't know what domestic abuse is, of course, man hitting on a woman, woman hitting a man, that's what it is. There are people who are scared to even move because they're scared of what their significant other will do to them. Me personally, I am not a victim of domestic abuse, but I am the son of a domestic abuse victim. I spent the better
Same
part of
thing.
my
You were
childhood.
still abused. Yeah. Go ahead.
And then you
Well,
come
I
into
guess you can
abuse
Yeah,
still say,
yeah.
drugs.
As a
I guess,
result of that. Yeah.
but in my childhood, for the better part of my childhood, I was Tisa Paul still whoever's on the board. They want their time to pause, or if it runs out, I'll let you talk. So it doesn't really matter either way. I see you need to talk, so I'll let you talk if it runs out. But for the better part of my childhood, my mother was, God rest her soul, she was domestically abused by her boyfriend. And for several years, no matter how many times she had a way out, she continued to run back to him because she was so much in love with him. Not also, but she was also scared. She was scared that if she ran, he found her, it would be worse than rather her just going back willingly, And in some instances, she was right. I remember times when I was a kid and huh?
My
Oh,
leg
I
is
remember
killing
times
me
when
on
I
this
was
chair. I'm gonna get
when
me a
I was
new
a
chair.
kid, and
This
I
this
hate
month, I'm
oatmeal.
going to get me a new damn chair this month.
Sweet.
Oh, what? I thought I was all sorry.
You good? I was just listening about the chair, like the chair. No, but no, there were times where I would where I hate oatmeal because of this stuff. But I tell you, but there was a time where my mother had fixed oatmeal, and I did not like oatmeal. She already knew it, so she was going to cook me eggs. Because I love me some eggs. But the guy she was dating came home, and he didn't like the fact that she was cooking me eggs. So he was also drunk, so he started to hit her right in front of me and my little brother. So I had to take my little brother to the room so he wouldn't see it. But because of that, I don't like I don't eat oatmeal. Anytime someone put oatmeal in front of me, I just don't eat it because it just brings back. It's because of that instance. I can't eat oatmeal. So it affects the kids, it affects the family, things like that. I remember several times where you know my mother would literally go to sleep with a knife under her pillow just in case she needed it. There are times when we was laughing and joking. Next thing you know, he just got all mad for some reason and punched her in the face right in front of me. There was one time where when I was a kid, me and my brother literally ran to him and we literally hugged him by his legs, telling him to stop hitting mama because she was just so bloody and beat up. And that was the only thing that would calm him down because whatever he did not hit me and my brother. He would not put his hands on me and my brother, only my mother. But there are some people who don't survive these things. My mother was fortunate to get out. She had family, she had friends who came and got her. Eventually I told my uncles what was going on because I just got too much where I just didn't know what to do. So I told my uncles. And they came all down from wherever they was and they, basically whooped his ass and
Yep.
told him I'm gonna go back home to my grandma's house.
That was the old school solution.
Yeah, the old school solution. So, they told him if I was, and they told me, my uncles told me, if he ever come back around or you ever hear mama talking to him again, call them immediately. And they go whoop her ass if she she talks to him again.
Yep. Shake her.
So, but I was just saying that because I bring that to life because there are so many people who don't have family, who don't have friends, who don't have people out there to support them and look after them and watch over them and to help them in the time. And also there's a story really really fast, not a long story. It's just that I don't know if you remember, but October 4th there was this that phone thing that went off on everybody's phone, that emergency alert thing.
Yeah.
There was a woman and from North Carolina. She was killed by her husband because she was in a domestic abuse situation. And the phone that she had hit, because she was planning on escaping like in a few days or whatever. But the emergency alert thing went off, and her phone that was hit because she had another phone that was hidden with a stash of money or whatever. And but she had it set up so she could leave at a certain date. She had enough money, tickets, and everything to leave at a certain date. She had to wait till that specific date. It was I believe it was the 6th or something, or the 8th, or whatever the case may be. But anyway, the phone went off because of the emergency alert thing that went off. And, he found the money and the tickets and the spare clothes and all that good stuff. And, she found everything. And, he beat her up. And he beat her so bad that she went into a coma and she succumbed to her injuries. But that's why I wanted to bring this awareness, because it's important that, we really do think about the people who can't get out of these situations, And the kids are now in the custody of the grandma. He's in jail. But still, the fact is she's now dead. They do not have their mother because of this situation. And there are so many other organizations you can donate to if you want to donate to things like that. But I don't want to tarry too long. So Khadijah, go ahead. You want to speak, and then we'll let Donnie speak.
Okay, so to piggyback off of what Sean has said, my mom is a domestic violence survivor since '96. That's as far as I can think back to. Um, my biological father used to beat my mom inside of the kitchen, and he was just straight up an asshole. I'm sorry, Miss Cisa, for breaking the law that you told me not to break, but
Assholes,
she's a
okay.
okay. She's a survivor, and I kind of thank him because when I got around 14 years old, he raised his hand up to me, and I broke his hand in 4 different places and permanently damaged 2 of his fingers. So I could honestly say we gotta uplift the people who are able to get out of domestic violence situations and learn from them because he's the reason why I am the way I am today. If I had an ex-boyfriend who was abusive and I beat him to fucking death. I beat him up every day as long as he lived with me because
Why
I
didn't you
reminded
leave
him.
though? Why didn't you leave?
I did. I did.
Okay,
No,
okay,
that's the thing. He started off as the abuser, and I turned into the abuser, and he became the abusee.
okay.
I switched on him. So it does affect you when you're younger, but in my case, it made me the abuser against him because we used to fight and argue. And the crazy part is, I met him on SL.
Oh
So
wow. So you really
yeah,
didn't
I
know him, really. I mean, okay,
yeah.
because that's another subject
Yeah, I know about
we're
that too.
gonna cover. Meeting someone
But
on
let
that
Donnie
cell
go.
and trusting. I pause him and trusting whether to go and meet him in real. Go ahead, Donnie.
Well, let me say this. I want to say something. Um, I'm from a broken family. Mama left when I was 7. There were 5 of us. We stood in the front yard and watched Mama go away. I was so glad she made it to the gate and out there and to get in this lady named Jessie's car, and that's where she went to Detroit. We went from St. Louis to Detroit later on. But in the meantime, Daddy was putting his foot in Mama's ass so deep, I've never seen a man beat a woman like I saw Daddy beat Mama. Ooh, it was not good at all. And then after he got married again, he beat Dorothy the same identical way. And after all the hell that we went through, my brothers and my sister beat her husband's ass.
But
but
does that mean that if you witness it, then you end up doing the same thing?
look, I didn't do it. I wouldn't dare do. I wouldn't let. If I had a woman, I've been married 53 years. If I had to lay my hands on my wife, I would walk out of the. I don't. I'm not gonna live like that. But what I want to say that's more important on this subject, Daddy, just the other day is the first time I really, really, really felt sorry for Daddy. He died at 52, right?
Mm.
And that's just too young to die. But all my brothers ended up drug addicts and dead before they're 50. Diddy was 52 when he died. And that's because he became an alcoholic and just drank himself. But he had a good heart. Daddy had a good heart, believe it or not.
So you still think,
He
even though
was-
he abused,
he
I'll just take
abused
part of my time. Your time is up. That
and ruined his life. He ruined his own life and all of our lives. But my grandmother raised us, so that ended up being a good thing. I'm so glad that my grandmother raised me
that's
because
right. Grandmas are great in that case. All right, your
I'm
time is
telling
up.
you. Okay.
Um,
All right. All
the
right. All
same, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
The
gonna
same
get
with
back.
me. Like my parents, um, were my dad was abusive. I never remember him hitting my mom, but he would come home. He needed a reason to get out. It was 7 of us. He was raising 7. My mother and father. He used to have a reason to get out. Like, I don't know if he was fooling around or what, but he'll come home. He'll blame anything on my. If something's out of order in the house, start yelling at my mother, yelling at us. But he'll throw plates like if my mom cooked liver for him and it wasn't cooked right. He'll get mad, throw the plate up against the wall, and leave. If my mother came, so my mom used to, but we saw it as a relief because he was so strict. We said, okay, yeah, if he leave, then now we could all go downstairs, go with mom, watch TV, be around her. But it was never an incident whereas I never really saw him hit her. She would cry, but it still was abusive. We talk about it today, my brothers and sisters. But I didn't hate him for it. Just wish that it didn't happen. Anybody else on the board?
We gotta move on. We gotta move on to the next one. But before we move on, I just want to say this that it is domestic abuse awareness month, but domestic abuse is not just limited to physical hitting abuse. Domestic abuse
It could be the mind and everything.
Right, to verbal, where people just cussing you out and talking all type of way to you, or it could be just like Tisa said, her dad threw the plate against the wall and made her mama cry. She was still scared of the man, Just simple acts like that in anger, you're like, okay, you gonna throw a plate against the wall, but let me back the fuck up before you throw me against the wall, things like that. So, but that's why it's important to, think about these people and send your prayers and thoughts to these people who are going through these things, because if it was you, what would you want somebody to reach out to you? But next topic I want to go to, I got two more things we'll cover real quick. Try to cover really quickly so that Rise can go. Excuse me.
Well,
the next one I want to talk about.
No, we got another subject, Donnie. Cool.
Oh, you do?
The next thing I want to talk about real quick is...
put on me.
Forget you. Nobody wants to. No, I'm just kidding.
So next thing I want to talk about real quick is that since we are in the month of October and this is spooky month, I want to talk really quickly about Halloween then and now. For the parents who are in the room, I just want to ask y'all a really quick question. I'm not gonna take too long because I have a letter that someone sent me today that I want to go over. But do you believe it is fair that children should not be able to wear masks for trick or treating anymore? Or I'm sorry, if your child is 12 and older, they can no longer wear a face mask or things like that when they're going trick or treat. Do you think that's fair to them? Because I feel like 12 is still a good age to go trick or treat. Hell, I'm 26 and I still go trick or treat.
I wouldn't let them wear masks. Who's on the board?
That's Khadijah.
Let's make this quick because we got to guess.
Okay, as a parent, my daughter has not ever worn a mask, but at the same time, I bought all the candy that her heart's desire. Because of today's kids, you don't know who's out to trick or treat or who's trying to trick the treaters. So I've been buying her candy for about 15 years of her life. She will still go out trick or treating. She'll still go out to the little events and have fun. But when it's time for her to eat the candy, I had bought all the candy that she wanted, so I didn't have to worry about her eating candy. But no, I think it's unfair that kids can't be kids anymore. It's unfair that they don't get to enjoy the whole thing. Normally you have like Halloween costume contests where you won either a bike or a pogo stick or candy or etc. They don't get to enjoy the stuff that we did when we was kids. But I'm done.
So what? I mean, if anybody else want to comment, you're more than welcome to. But what about the whole? Because I mean, I remember when I was a kid, the same thing my mama did. We still wore our masks. I was 13, 14 years old, still getting dressed to go trick or treating and all that good stuff. But when I got back home, me, my mother, my grandmother, and my grandfather would sit down and she would literally make. I mean, I don't eat candy. I really don't eat candy. So all my candy went to my brother. I just did it because I like to go for spooky, scary haunted house shit. So, but I don't eat candy at all. I don't eat chocolate, none of that stuff. So when we got home, my brother, my mother, and my grandmother, my grandfather, they all sat down, and my grandma and my mama, they will sort through all the candy.
Right, and take out what they like first.
Yeah, take out what they like, and then leave my brother, whatever. And then after that, they will go through my brother's candy, and they will feel up it, make sure there's no sharp objects, nothing going on with it.
Right.
They can look at it, make sure it's not been tampered, no poking little holes, shine little lights and stuff, make sure ain't nothing wrong with it, things like that. So even though, I mean, back then when I was a kid, it was still dangerous to go trick or treating, but it was more so they just checked the candy.
All right,
go
we
ahead,
got
Jackie, then we're going to Larry, and we're gonna be done.
See, even when we was kids ourselves, my mom still bought. We our candies, and we used to just go. And when my favorite part was we was living in Jersey City, New Jersey. The thing was we had to go. We was going to the my school, PS11, Martin Luther King Jr. So that we had a contest of who had the best costume. My mom wore mismatched clothes, did her face up, put on a wig, and she was supposed to be Two-Face with the Joker mixed in one something. My older brother, he was Scream. Me, I was a vampire cowgirl. So, I
Okay.
we yes, okay, don't come for my old costume, okay? I was the ish. So we went to the contest. Now, mind you, everybody was there. It's all about, for me, the fun part. We didn't care about the trick or treating part. It was the you wore whatever you want to be able. You wore makeup because some of us wasn't allowed to wear makeup at that time. Halloween was the time where I get to put on makeup, I get to put on nails, I get to do this and do that, only on for that day. So my parents did not sort our candy. My older brother Terrence did. So we had to forfeit our candy to him, and he will sort all the candy amongst the four of us. He would take out all we call them the grandpa candies, like the hard candies. He'll put that to the side, the chocolates that matched, etc., 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 on down. And then my parents would be sitting there watching, and he would sort the candies amongst us four, and then the folks would get their candy
I gotta
too.
move on.
Yeah.
I'm using up her time too a little bit because she's probably gonna talk about it.
Oh, I didn't pause her. Okay.
Drop the
Who's
mic.
next? Go ahead, Jackie.
Okay, I just wanted to say this. If you look at back in the day, in your day, for instance, the children were able to go out trick or treating, right? There wasn't all this street shooting and all
Nope.
that mess like it is now. So that tradition has been liquidated so down far that even with my four children, especially the one that you hear right here, um, I ended up having to buy candy for them because it got so bad you couldn't go out. That was a tradition that was like stolen from children. You have children that want to go trick or treating, but they can only go to places
They
like
know.
school,
Yeah, and the
you
neighbors you
know,
know.
yeah, neighbors you may know. Like here in Mississippi, when we first got here and I had my first Halloween here, I was shocked. These little kids, like 15, 20 of them knocked on my door, and I didn't have no candy. I was like, I got all of y'all next year, I promise. But they still have those little traditions here, which is shocking.
All right, I had you on
Alright,
pause. I think your time was up. Yeah.
it's
It's
done.
okay, I'm
Yeah,
finished.
yeah. Okay.
Donnie, go ahead.
Uh, a lady went to the hospital and had a little ugly baby. And when she went back home, she got on the bus.
You know what?
Wait. She got on the bus, and a guy sat down beside her and said, "Oh my goodness, lady, where did you get that ugly baby?" She got up and went to the bus driver and said, "Hey, this guy back here insulting me." He said, "Lady, sit down. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of this. You're my patient. And in the meantime, I'll see if I can find a banana for your monkey."
You know what, Donnie? I heard that joke before. For some reason, I'd say, I bet that's where he's leading to. You bad.
Alright, really,
Since hospitals do X-rays on the candy.
they
Yo,
do.
I thought they did that one year. Sometimes you could take your candy up there and they'll X-ray it for you. They were doing that, but
You'd
I
be
don't know if they
better
do
off
that now.
for just buying your own candy and distributing it.
Right, I think so.
Oh,
All right, what else you
okay.
got? We got to move on.
I know we gotta move on. We got time. I'm keeping time. All right.
Hour and a half. Remember?
Why are we doing hour and a
Oh
half?
no, we're doing 2 hours today. Okay.
I took all my time away.
You
yeah.
still taking that monkey story? Come on now.
Yeah.
So I got this letter that I'm gonna read, and then let's talk about it. Then we're gonna move on the ride, all right? Because if someone sent it to me, I thought it was interesting. Okay, here we go. Dear Sean, hey, how are you? Whatever. Okay, great. So I have a situation that I could use your help on. So I've been married for 12 years and met him in Second Life in 2009, and I moved into real life. It's been great, but something has come to my attention that I don't know how to feel about it. So my husband likes to watch porn on his laptop, which to me is fine. There have been times where he watches it, and after that he gets in the mood, and then he comes and calls me, and then we do our thing. No TMI, sorry, whatever. Okay, good. But wait, and we do our thing. So it doesn't bother me because hell, sometimes I like to watch it myself. But a few weeks ago, I walked in on my husband doing his thing, and as if he was trying to hide something, he quickly closed his laptop and looked at me and started talking to me like he was trying to hide something. So I'm very suspicious and red flags that are going off in my head. The moment he gets up to walk into the bathroom, I go to his laptop and open up the lid and just take a peek and see what he was looking at. And when I opened the laptop lid and saw what he was watching, my jaw dropped to the floor.
Uh-oh.
When I saw what he was trying to hide. It was a picture of my mother and my sister in their swimsuits while at the beach recently. Recently, and just for clarification, my mother is 68 and my sister is 19. I don't know what to do or how to handle the situation. Please help. Signed, Anonymous.
Well,
And
he was
on the
looking
board.
at a picture of them in their bathing suit.
He was looking at a picture of her mother, and her sister
Oh shit.
in a bathing suit. He was like, beating his stuff off to his, and the mother is 68 and the daughter and the sister is 19.
Dang. I don't know.
Who would
Anybody?
that
Who's
be
on the
there?
board? Who's on the board?
Khadijah on the board. Of course, she on the board.
Of course, I'm gonna be on the board because I'm gonna participate, sir. Okay, so he must really likes the family because he wants everybody. He wants a piece of everybody. But he might not be interested in his wife. Maybe he's using his wife to be closer to the mom and sister in a weird, twisted, creepy way. So it's she should like. That's so nasty, Mr. Coastal. But it's nasty. She should talk to him about it. It's gonna make an argument because she invaded his privacy, but at the same time, he is. It might be a picture today. It might be a video tomorrow, and it might get creepy from that point. Who knows? But yeah, he's nasty. She needs to
Maybe
talk
he
to
was
him. He needs
looking at
therapy.
maybe he was looking at what he saw and not who was wearing it.
I'm sorry, beg to differ, Grandpa. I think he needs some help.
Oh, I'm sure he needs some help, but maybe he wasn't. Maybe he wasn't looking at them. He was looking at what they had. I don't know. I wouldn't do
You
it.
mean like a bathing suit fetish?
I wouldn't do it myself, but I don't know what he could have had on his mind. He might be just a dirty, nasty little boy.
Canelo, what
See,
you think? You already talking about
I
some
agree, Grandpa. I agree.
ain't no
Don't you
covering.
interrupt me while I'm still talking.
Because your time's going down.
Disrespectful swine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go ahead, Canelo, because I'm gonna fuck you. Go ahead, Canelo. What was you saying?
Talking to
know
you.
Oh.
I wasn't saying anything about it, but I will say this: if it was my man, he and I would have a discussion because
Oh, it
that's
was a
just not
man?
cool.
It was a man?
No, it was this woman's husband was looking at his wife's mother and daughter in the bathing suit and beating himself off on it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In my opinion, I think like Donnie almost hit it right. Maybe it was just a fetish. Maybe it's something that he would see if it'll work. Maybe there's something in the picture that excited him, and he got excited and jerked off, not
Yeah,
really
but
thinking that he really wants to mess with them. But he messed
See,
up by closing
but
the
that's
laptop and
incestuous.
hiding it. It's a fetish. Yeah. Well,
my problem with that whole thing, though, Lisa and Donnie, since that's going to be the argument. Even if let's just be funny and just say okay, it is the swimsuit fetish in there. But if it's something that you're fetishing over, okay, great, okay, that's your thing, that's your thing. But the moment that I see that it's my stepmother and my stepmother and
Sister-in-law.
the sister-in-law, I would automatically be interested in seeing that. I mean, you can go and Google pictures of women in bathing suits and get a plethora
Right,
of
maybe that's
you
what he
know,
was doing. Maybe he came across that one. Maybe he was in the middle of jacking off with other women in bathing suits and happened
No,
to
that's
come across that one or whatever. You know.
no,
so you
that's
telling
to
me that
me.
this man
I
just
would approach him
Googled
and ask him,
Fine.
why are you jacking off in front of my mother? And it was her sister, right?
on
And her
us a
younger
picture of the
sister.
man's laptop?
Right, on the
Incestuous to
laptop and
me.
find out what he
No,
say.
At least
that don't
they wasn't kin to him.
that don't sit right with me. That's just plain old
Yeah.
sadistic.
And it could be
Because
maybe he was looking at pictures and then he was looking at something else, but he just happened to not close that picture. It
Close
could
the
have been that
picture.
too.
Yep, you gotta
He was
ask.
looking
I
at.
would
He was
ask.
looking at.
No, I'm not making
Looking at
it.
the
no, he
He
screen.
was.
was.
I would
No,
No,
I'm
ask
not
he was
you
making.
doing it for
I'm
a
not
why.
while.
making. He been doing that for a while, and he's lusting after her mother and granddaughter, and that's just not said right with me. Something is wrong with that
Well,
nigga
you will
in
ask
his
him.
head, in his head. As hell, he know what the hell he was doing.
So what would you do? You gonna leave him? What are you gonna do?
I'll get his motherfucking ass out my house.
Okay, you wouldn't even find out what's going
No,
on
for
with it
what?
or nothing,
No,
cause you
no,
used to
no.
doing it. Y'all used to
I
watching
know.
porn and all that to get horny anyway.
I ain't watched shit because I don't like pornos.
Well, in that case, they were.
And I
Well,
won't.
porn
Miss
is good.
I would
Cisa,
give him the. I
Miss
would.
Cisa,
Yeah.
I'm not giving him no benefit of the doubt because if
hold
he
on.
Wait,
do with me, he
Is
do with
wait,
somebody
wait,
else.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. Jackie, you want to say something? Because I know you're on the board. You wait patiently.
He don't need no another chance.
Thank you.
He was looking at the
Jackie?
tree behind those two people that had a strange look, open knot on it. He wasn't looking at them.
click on the mic? She's having trouble with her mic at the moment, so she's trying to click on the mic.
All right, when you get there,
All
let me
right,
know.
we gotta go on with our guests,
Alright.
cause
It was a big tree that had a funny look on it. That's what he was looking at. And they happened to be standing in front of it.
But I would not saying that I agree with that. I said, what the hell are you doing looking at my mother and my sister, whatever, jacking
I
off?
hope somebody can hear
Oh,
me
I'm sorry.
now.
I'm
Hello,
sorry.
hello,
Yeah, Jackie,
hello,
we hear
hello.
you. I hear you, Jackie.
Okay,
Oh, go
thank
ahead.
you.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
I agree. I think that was sweet. He'd be on the next thing smoking the next day. But I'm gonna tell you this, okay? I love a man who wants to watch porn and especially want me to watch it with him. Oh yeah, we gonna have fun.
Go ahead.
You gonna watch for porn, I'm gonna watch porn. We gonna try this and make our own movie. He crossed that line mentally that he would have relations with
Ugh.
a member of the family. That's nasty. He'd be on the next thing smoking.
Who that talking?
There's no counseling, no none of that. You knew what you was doing.
No, you still gotta let him know and question it. I
You
mean,
will know when he get the divorce papers.
You ain't guilty of nothing that you ain't
So-
guilty of.
He'll
No,
walk
it's
out
a
with his ass
difference.
out the house.
There's a difference with the man and the woman. This is a husband and wife, according to the story. If they're being man and wife, husband and wife, and they're enjoying porn together, don't be teasing my voice, then that's a beautiful thing. I used to love watching porn with my husband. Okay?
Oh,
But-
no.
Oh, you have no
all
idea.
right, we gotta move
But
on.
anyway,
Filed.
We have to move
Anyway.
on. We have a guest on
I'm
the
timing it perfectly. We got plenty of time. I got this.
but I'm trying to say this. He crossed that line. It's
Yeah.
no different than a person being here on SL and they get with somebody after knowing this person was, once upon a time, their sister, and they had a good relationship, months, weeks, whatever, a mother, a father. And then here it goes. You want to switch and cross the line, and now you want to do the shaboinka with me. No.
I hear you, Jackie.
here is the part that I didn't read to you all because I purposely didn't because I wanted to see your reaction. So here's the rest of it. For clarification, my mother is 68 and my sister is 19. I don't know what to do, but I do know I needed answers. So I asked him, what is this that I'm seeing on your laptop? And he confessed to me that for several years, he has been taking pictures of my mother and my sister, and he has
Well,
been
that's a different story.
to
No.
these pictures. And he says that he's been doing it for several years to my mother and recently to my sister as she just became 19 and he didn't want to be a pedophile. What do I do? Please help.
Now you kick his ass and put him the fuck out. Okay, yeah.
That's the full letter.
He's out. It wasn't something that was an accident. He saw the picture or whatever, was looking at other pictures in the process. No, he's got to go. That's what I say. Out.
Well, all right.
Dead on arrival.
Dead on arrival.
Dead on arrival.
DOA.
What difference does it make who he playing himself with in front of if he playing with himself?
No. This is really not. You know, looking at my mom, wishing, you with my mom and my little sister.
Well, she ain't kin to him.
This is the one time
That's his mother-in-law.
The problem is he's playing with himself. That's what the problem is.
All right, we have a guest from Rise.
The problem is he was dumb enough to get caught.
He was.
Well, at least he told the
He was
truth.
dumb enough to get caught.
And
His ass would be out of there like 50-year-old fish. He'd be out of
He
there.
went and got one of them balloons.
All right,
He
y'all. We
could've
have a
got-
guest from
Mhm.
Rise. Okay, Jasmine's
I'm
sitting
old
up
school.
there
I ain't used to this kind of
patiently.
stuff.
We did now.
Y'all better quit
Rise.
doing that. Y'all quit
Donnie.
doing that. Yeah.
Donnie.
Okay, but y'all quit doing that.
Doing what?
Playing with y'all stuff.
You play with yourself. Come on.
No, I do not.
Well, what do you do?
I don't do nothing.
Yeah, right.
I guess it don't ride anymore.
I don't have to play with myself.
Well, anyway, we have our special guest on the show today, Jasmine. And we got questions for her because they're into wrestling. We had this show before, but the whole recording just got messed up. So that's why we brought her back on. I think Canella's here this time. So we're going to ask Jasmine questions about what is Rise about? What is this ring we got set up on the side all about? And get started on that. So Rise, you could go ahead and introduce yourself and let us know what you do.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am Jasmine Trice. I am the president of Rise. So basically, I run Rise with my right-hand man, Fire, and she is actually my right-hand woman. She is my executive producer, and we also have a management team as well that helps out as well. But Rise has been around we're going into our 6th tour. So we have been around just about a little over a year. We are an international wrestling federation. Rise stands for Ring of International Superstars Experience, and we have wrestlers from all over the world, literally. We have wrestlers from the United States, the UK, I mean, every continent you can possibly imagine. We have wrestlers that have been in wrestling for over 10 years to literally 10 days. So we have so many wrestlers and right now that we strive to bring wrestling entertainment to everyone. I'm pleased to announce that after 5 seasons, we are moving to a brand new piece of land with our own arena.
Wow.
Yep, we're finally getting our own arena. We have been at GOHA, Global Online Hockey Association, for the last 5 months, and we would just like to thank them, or 5 tours, I should say. We would just like to thank them for their support, because without them, Rise wouldn't have been able to do what we've done. But we've grown so much that now we're going to be getting our own parcel with our own arena and things like that. So we are really, really, we have been growing so much in the past 5 tours, not only with our roster, but also with our attendance. And
Wow.
what we do is we bring in anybody who would like to learn about wrestling, whether it be as a wrestler, a commentator, a manager, a valet. Now, obviously, commentators and managers have to speak voice. Valets do not. They are just, they come out with the wrestlers. They're kind of like managers, but they don't speak. We're also looking for referees, and we provide training. We provide training, we provide everything you need, and we do help with, your gimmicks, your ring gear and things like that. We help to, get all that together for you.
And there are trophies and all that involved, like the winners and stuff.
Well, what we have is we have 2 different belts right now. We have the ladies and men's Rise champion belt, and we also have the ladies and men's Rise Intercontinental champion belt. And we have we're going to have our women's champion here today to do the demo with Canella. And so that's what we do. We're also going to be introducing in the near future tag team belts as well. So that is going to be really exciting for everybody, because tag team is a little bit different, obviously, than just going one-on-one. But we have so many different kinds of matches that we do, not just your regular one-on-one. We have tag teams, we have triple threats, we have cage matches, we have inferno matches. I mean, anything you could do, we can probably figure out to do. And we do. So
do women wrestle men?
No.
Okay, so it's not.
Now, I can't speak for any other Fed, but in our Fed, no, we do not.
Okay.
That's one thing that we don't do. I mean, we do have intergender tag team matches. However, if there's a man in the ring, there's a man that wrestles the man. If it's a woman in the ring, the woman wrestles. Yeah, no, we do not wrestle men against women. Nope. No.
Okay. Anybody got questions?
Yeah, I got one question.
I got a question too.
All right, Donnie, go ahead.
Okay, so when 2 women are rolling around on the floor, I'm trying to figure out how they end up that way. Like in high school, I wouldn't let men pat me on my butt. You know how men pat each other in the butt in the shower room. I said, that ain't gonna work. Cause see, that's how shit gets.
You know what, Donnie? You have a question for Jasmine. Do you have a question for Jasmine?
I don't know. I better wait and see what's going on here.
Donnie's about to grab his little blue pill and get busy.
I know, right? Sean? Go ahead, Sean.
My
I
question.
was just wondering how you get mixed up and they're playing with each other and it seems like you're promoting it.
They don't play with each other. They play. You mean in a competition?
Didn't you say you were
What the hell
married?
is
You
that
had a
going
wife?
on in the back? Malcolm, that you?
Moaning.
Who is that?
Sean, go ahead.
Oh,
with
that's
your question.
Sandalwood. Miss Sandalwood over there being extra, all that extra stuff.
Go ahead, ask her, Sean.
Oh, me? Okay. So let's say a particular individual by the name of Javon, decided to show up to y'all's match during a particular individual's match named Canella, and let's just say I particularly accidentally on purpose walked into the ring while she's doing her spiel, and I accidentally, particularly by mistake, purposely just clotheslined the fuck out of her and let her lay on the ground. Would that be against the rules? Hypothetically, accidentally, purposely, particularly by mistake, speakingly, if I was to do that.
That would technically be a disqualification because there's somebody else coming in the ring and so that would be a disqualification. Canella would actually let me think. If you accidentally purposely hit Canella, then I believe it would be Barbie, I think, that would win because Canella would be No, I'm sorry. It would be Canella that would win because Barbie would be disqualified.
And then you're going to get your ass tore up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Get him, Canelo.
So-
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is okay. So if it was between Barbie and Canella, and then if it was Barbie, so then Barbie would lose and Canella win because I was outside the ring, came into it. Okay, now
Yeah. Fuck
What if-
around and find out.
what if I paid Barbie, right, to give? I would let her take the fall for it and let me get my one hit in, and then I
Anybody
go
got a
on and do my
serious
thing.
question?
Because you see, the thing about it
These are serious ass questions.
the thing about it is
Jasmine,
right
click
here.
your
You just
chair. You
gotta
might want to
mess up-
change your animation.
You just
I'm gonna
want to
let
mess
this
up
go. I'm gonna let this go.
matches.
Give me a minute.
It's
See,
the
the
board
thing about it
saying
is, Jasmine, you
y'all
see
switch
this
the ball.
forearm right here, I call steel, right? So when this steel connect with that hook, you know, there ain't no more it. And I don't want to put your wrestler out of commission. So I was just asking because I don't want to, I want to be respectful of your wrestling. But this steel,
Shut the hell up. Just shut the
I'm
hell
sorry.
up.
Okay, I'll let y'all go. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Sweet is on the board.
Sean,
Okay,
Sean.
now,
I
Oh my
time
goodness.
ended.
Sweet's on
Wait
the
a minute.
Didn't
It
it just
said,
say mine?
I think they was talking through your time.
That's just great. Okay, real.
Oh no, okay. Let me pause because you were there. I think I passed it. I thought it was from earlier when we go ahead.
was?
I'm pause you, Sweet. Let Jackie go, then you, real quick.
okay,
Yeah.
no problem.
I'm gonna make this real quick. This peppermint tea is good. I'm letting the mic go.
Oh, you girl, you something else. I like peppermint tea though. Ooh. Go ahead, Sweet.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, is the wrestling that y'all have, is it sort of based on like the real wrestling that comes on TV?
Okay, hold on one second. Can you repeat the question? Is it based on like what's wrestling's on TV? Is that what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. All right, sorry, I couldn't hardly hear her. Pretty much, yeah. It's pretty much, yeah, the wrestling like you would see on TV, like any of the feds that are on TV. We try to make things as realistic as possible. Obviously within the borders of Second Life, but yeah, we try to make it as realistic as possible. Now, of course, we do things in SL that if they did them in real life, possibly they would really, really hurt bad. But yeah, we do. We do try to keep it as realistic as possible. But yes, so it is the style of wrestling like is on TV. Yes.
Okay, now Sean, to you. Now the women can whoop the hell out of men, but the men cannot touch the women on real wrestling and on the wrestler here.
Say who?
So you don't watch wrestling apparently. I am a wrestling fan.
Yeah, she's a wrestling
Man, I
fiend.
will
Like,
anyone-
I am a wrestling fan, baby.
These
I've been
hands
watching
is ready
wrestling
to eat
since
for everyone.
if
These
that
hands
woman,
is bisexual.
if you in that
I'm
ring
gonna
and
lay
that
you
woman
out. Hold
and that
on.
woman come and whoop your ass, it ain't a thing you can do about it, because they will not
Listen.
let men hit the women in wrestling.
Listen,
Man,
for those who do not know, I work as a bus driver, and I tell every single woman who come to me disrespectfully,
I don't care
these
what you
hands
say,
is
but you need to stay in the
bisexual.
room.
These hands is bisexual, right? I
Yeah,
knock
that's
a woman
another
out,
thing,
and I'm
Jasmine.
just
Yes.
yeah, like
They don't care if you bisexual in that ring or not. You going as a man, you gonna get your ass whooped as a man.
He
And
said
that's what
his
he
hands
said.
was bisexual.
Damn
Bisexual,
them,
and
it don't
therefore
matter.
men
It
or
don't-
women when he hit. That
it
went
don't
way
matter.
over your head, Miss Juicy.
okay, Jasmine.
No,
as far as the
that
HUDs,
don't matter. Excuse me. That don't matter when you going into the field of wrestling. Because either you got to be a man in that. They ain't gonna tell you woman. They're not gonna put no man with no woman. I don't give a damn
Well-
if his hands is or his ass is.
well, to level with you, I'm pretty sure Jasmine can attest. If a man does go into the ring and a woman was to slap him or anything like that, I'm pretty sure. And I
You
said, I'm
can't
sure
do
Jasmine
nothing.
can attest. I'm pretty sure it's scripted, so it's already known what's going to happen. So they
Nothing.
like WWE, they'll like have
They
it
gonna
ready
order
for
her-
you, so you already know. I'm right,
They gonna
Miss
order
Jasmine.
her
Is
out
that
the
right?
ring. That's all they gonna do is order her out the ring. Tell her she's out. She gotta go back in the back.
What
Right,
about
I'm
the
just saying,
HUDs,
Jasmine, is that correct?
Jasmine?
Like they like y'all be scripted or something like that between the female and the male wrestler. Like she'll go and slap him real quick, and they gotta pull him back because he's mad. Is that like a scripted thing that y'all do too?
Um, we try not to do anything with male and females. I mean, you may have, like a female manager slap somebody or something like that, but that is probably about as far as it would ever go.
Okay.
Because, we don't want to get any type of anything with male and female going together because it's very touchy, as you all talked about before, that subject is very, very touchy. And, even in SL, it's very, very touchy. So, our owner, Vince Aftermath, has had, VAW, which was Virtual Attitude Wrestling. He has been in the wrestling world for over 10 years. He owned VAW, which was very successful. He owns Premier Wrestling, which is also very successful right now. It's a YouTube-based wrestling fed. They do have live shows, but they're mostly on YouTube. He owns Rise as well, but ours is more of a live show. That is one thing that he absolutely will not allow is anything like that where male and females would do anything like that. A slap here perhaps or something like that, a kick there, but nothing really major, because trust me, if we did something like that, the backlash would be
probably be really
and plus we don't want to promote anything like that, as
Right.
What about
as you guys all talked about.
What
I
about
just
the
have a
HUDs that they wear?
Wait,
Can someone
wait, Tisa, wait. Jackie got to ask a question first, then Khadijah, then you.
Miss Jasmine, my question
Yes.
is real quick. How you doing, bud? My question is this. Is it easy or hard to become a wrestler in your organization?
Okay, well, I'm going to answer that question by saying this. It's all how much you put into it. We have a very, very good head trainer right now who's been in the business for a long time. We have other trainers that will help you. Plus, we have... I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
No,
Cecil.
my avatar is going crazy.
Oh, okay.
Run away, Avatar.
Plus, we have veteran wrestlers that will help. I mean, I'm not going to say it's easy, but I'm not going to say it's extremely hard. It really depends on your skill level. I noticed a lot of people who are like, say, gamers, who are used to those hand movements, like for gaming and things like that, because it is somewhat skill based. I mean, you have to be able to do your rope shoots. You have to be able to do your lineups, to do moves, to make it look, realistic. But I mean, with training, the more you put in, the more you'll get out, is basically how I'm trying to say it. So yeah, I mean, if you have the time in SL to go and take the training classes and, learn what and it comes, it does come, but it comes different for everybody. Some people it comes easier, some people it takes a little bit more. So I don't know if I answered your question, but
Thank you.
you're welcome. But yeah, we try to give you all the tools you possibly need, and all the training you can. And we don't just throw you out in the ring after a week. We make sure that you are comfortable in the ring and comfortable with your moves and comfortable with the HUDs and things like that. So, yeah.
That's another thing about the HUDs I was trying to ask about. Are there like surprise HUDs? Say, for instance, are all the HUDs standard that each wrestler have to use, or could someone probably go to a scripter and say, make me this HUD that do this, that, and the other you don't know about? Then when, you get in the rink is some kind of different moves and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's kind of two different things. Now, everybody in Rise uses the same HUD. It's basically the Prime HUD. Now, however, here's the thing with the Prime HUD. The Prime HUD, you could do so so many things with the Prime HUD. This is a very advanced HUD. And it has what they call macros, and I know there's a lot of other things that macros you can use on. I'm not familiar with those, but I've heard that, this isn't a new thing. I thought it was a new thing, but apparently it's not. But you could do things like, hitting people with chairs and throwing the chairs. You can pick up chairs. You could do a lot of different things. Now, then there's some people that can take the moves and actually pull them apart and make different moves out of them. So it's yeah. I mean, the HUDs are standard, put it that way. The HUDs are standard. No, you can't really. I mean, I'm sure somebody could, script another HUD and wear another HUD, but would it be compatible with the Prime HUD that we use? That's the thing.
So
they'd have to make it compatible.
They got to be compatible. Okay.
Right. But the HUD that we use is so advanced that there's so much that you can do that, I still haven't learned everything because it's so much, but,
So you wrestle too?
I do.
Cool. You got a demonstration for us today, right?
Yes, we do.
Y'all ready? Because that was fun.
I have one last question. My last question.
Sean.
Let me go.
Yep. Go ahead.
I got one little thing.
All right, Donnie was on the board. Let's get him out.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Donnie.
One day, look at you can come by here and get jumped on every now and then. Put it lightly. I remember there was a couple women in here jumped on a cop that T-shirt.
You know what? I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, they jumped up in there and kicked him in the face and kicked him in the groins. And we had a good time. And I heard somebody a few minutes ago say that we need to get something together like that up in here. We have it up in here. You get down wrong, and somebody in this thing here got one of them hoods that will put their foot in your ass.
Let's put Donnie in the ring.
Nah, did you see that? See, I want to jump on me.
Go ahead, Sean.
So my question is really a simple question. Just like in real life, what is the job of the owner? I mean, you're the president, so you run everything. Is the owner's job to foot the bill, or is he just
that's a good question.
What is the owner does in your case as far as Rise?
Okay, well, all right. So Vince Aftermath and Trey Steele, they are the owners of Premiere and Rise. Basically, I run Rise, as I said, with Fire Ember, and she is my executive producer. So basically, all of the inner workings of Rise is up to her and I. Really, Vince and Trey, that they own it, but they do not. They don't run it. They just kind of, we talk to them about any major decisions, but other than that, they pretty much let us do what we have to do with Rise. As far as footing the bill, no. Rise is self-contained, if that makes sense. We run off of donations. And this is really a big thing because, excuse me, when we were at Goha, they were allowing us to let us use Goha. And now that we're getting our new piece of land, and now we have to actually pay for that piece of land. So donations right now are more important than ever. We also have sponsorships as well, and that's how we also keep Premiere going. And that is where right now, the sponsorships that we have is we can either come to your land and do a show, and we bring our ring, we bring our whole setup, and we advertise you or your business, whoever. It could even be an individual. People think that you have to be a business to be a sponsor. That's not true. If you wanted to sponsor a show, just say, hey, you know what? I love this. I love this Fed. I love these shows. I want to sponsor a show. You could sponsor a show yourself. If you don't have land, that's okay. You could do it in our arena. But if you do have a business, we advertise your business when we send out our ads for our shows. We advertise your business. The commentators will advertise 3 times during the show, at least 3 times. We have your signs around the arena with your landmark in them so people could, click on it. And so we are self-sufficient. They do not, they don't pay. We have our own budget that we have to follow. We have our own paperwork that we have to follow and things like that. And attendance and donations and sponsorships are what we actually run off right now. So,
your
yeah,
events, you charge to get in?
no,
Okay.
no.
Oh wow.
No, right now we are trying to stay free. We are trying to stay free. We're going to start getting some merchandise out this season, or excuse me, this tour, and that's going to help a lot with, the budget and things like that. But just like real life, anything, we have a budget as well. We have a budget that we have to follow. But yeah, right now the shows are absolutely free to anybody to join, to come and watch. And again, it's absolutely free. If you want to come and you want to wrestle, it's free for your training. And we are one of just a few feds that actually pay our wrestlers. Now, obviously we don't pay you hundreds of dollars a show, hundreds of lindens a show, but we do try to help, in case somebody would like to update their avatar, update their ring gear, or things like that. But we are one of the few feds that do pay our wrestlers, and that's why donations are so very important, and also sponsorships as well. And like I said, with our new we're going to have our own piece of land and our own arena. That's going to be
nice.
More important.
All right, let's get this rink going.
Okay, so let me stand up here really quick and introduce everybody. So, I'm going to have the commentators come up here too, if that's okay. We brought commentators today, so you can get a real feel for how the show,
how the whole thing works. The commentator's going to be in the ring or on the side?
No. They could sit up here. We usually have a commentator's desk set up where they can sit, but if they can sit up here at the panel, that's fine too, if that's okay with you.
For camera purposes,
move your butt.
How about if I move one of these chairs over in front of the ring, kind of? So
okay.
That they'll be on film too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. I'm about to head out. I got to head out, actually. So y'all enjoy the rest of your show. Happy Sunday. God bless you, and love you.
You too. Thank you. So today we have two commentators here. We have Sabrina Ireland, who is one of our head commentators. She has been with us pretty much the whole time Rise has been here. And we also have, where is she? Oh, there she is, Alice Martell. She is one of our newer commentators. So we have both of those here, and we also have a referee as well today, that you guys can get the full experience. So Randy is our referee. She is one of the senior referees. So we are going to give you guys the full experience today. So
are they going to be on mic like the commentators have?
I'm here. What you need?
I'm sorry?
The commentator's going to be on open mic and everything, huh?
Yes. So they're going to be commentating the show just like they would in an actual show.
I have like
and
3
Randy,
chairs in front of the rink if they want to sit there.
Yep.
Okay.
Sabrina, you and Alice could sit over there in the chairs. And Randy is our ref. So when she rings the bell, then we'll be ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so they're going to announce them and everything?
Yep. Go ahead, ladies. Take it away, Sabrina and Alice.
They got to open their mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to a brand new event to you guys. I bring to you Rise. Well, we bring to you Rise. Sorry.
Yay!
First, we will introduce Canilla, the Golden Girl. Her hometown is the Land of Funk. She comes in at 135 pounds and a height of 5 foot even.
A little shorty.
Ready, folks. I will be bringing it back. I'll be Lonesome Birdie. She is from Harpersburg, West Virginia, sitting at 190 pounds and sitting at 5'10".
Okay, yay! And who's that? Barbie?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Barbie, our Rise Women's Champion.
Intercontinental.
Wow.
Intercontinental Champion. Oh my goodness gracious. I got my time to say, guys.
All right. So.
Yes.
I was like, wait, I'm not Karina.
All right. Before we start, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote a poem for this event. So if you could please allow me to speak, I'd appreciate it. So this is dedicated to my opponent, Barbie.
Uh-oh.
In the squared circle, we stand face to face. Canella, the golden girl with poise and grace. Barbie, the bully, a wrestling sensation. Talent and might, her reputation. Oh, Barbie, your prowess, there's no denying. In this ring, your skills forever undying. But wrestling is more than strength and might. It's about honor, fair play, and doing what's right. A bully you are. It's known far and wide. In this world of wrestling, you can't hide. Talent's your ally, strength is your call, but kindness and honor, you seem to let fall. So continue to flex, to roar and to pitch. Show your talent, let the crowd into the ditch. But remember, true champions reach their goal with respect and honor and a heart and soul. Your prowess won't fade, your strength will never switch. But Barbie, you'll always remain a bully Barbie bitch.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Barbie, you got something to say?
Canella. You're all talk with your fancy words and grace. But in this wrestling ring, actions speak louder than words. You call me a bully, but I've earned my place through hard work and determination. I may not have the polish and poise you do, but I've got the strength to match anyone. You talk about honor and fair play, and that's great, but in the ring, it's about giving it your all. So bring your skills and your grace, and we'll see who comes out on top. You can throw those insults and question my style, but when the dust settles, you'll know why they call me Bully Barbie Bitch.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, get it, girl. Get
it.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
All right, let's go.
All right, Alice, are you ready for this match?
Let's go.
Ready.
All right, we've got the lovely Randy Glenfadden as our referee today.
Yes, we do.
All right.
And she is checking Canella over for weapons to see if she's got any. Most likely she doesn't, but rest gotta do her job. That's her job, is to double check.
I think I'm a little more concerned about Barbie, but that's just me.
Oh, no. Barbie wouldn't have any weapons.
Ooh.
Sabrina, come on.
Ella, you something else, huh?
Did you forget who I was?
Bobby
Alice?
patiently waiting on the other side.
I'm talking about this baby. I'm sorry, that's just me. Yeah, damn. But
I know Barbie pretty well. She'd be alright.
Okay.
And Randy is checking Barbie over to see if she has any weapons.
Canella's so tiny. Look at her.
Oh, you know what they say about the tiny ones? Agility is key.
This is true. This is true.
Barbie. She has no
That is
weapon.
absolutely true. Canilla does have the advantage of being smaller combatant. She probably has more agility than Barbie does. But Barbie's got that strength. She's got that power.
This is true, but if Canella is smart, she'll just work on Barbie's legs and just try to keep her down.
This is true, but that's assuming that Canilla is smart.
That's me, somebody that's me.
Like that.
Well, I'm a mean person, so it's kind of my job. Barbie's got the power and the strength, and she's just got the want. She is the defending Intercontinental Champion. So, sounds like we're about to be ready.
Right.
He is asking if the ladies are ready.
Oh, heard the bell.
And there's the bell, folks. Oh, and these ladies are coming right to each other. What are they going to do? Oh my goodness.
Taking out,
Staring
Handshake.
each other
taking out
down.
alcohol.
Oh, that's so sweet of Camilla to offer.
Oh my God, Barbie, Jesus!
Ooh.
See, that's what I'm guessing that's what Canelo was talking about with honor. You could have just shook her hand, but no, you had to punch her in the face.
Well, that's what Barbie does.
Canella, get
Barbie's
up.
not about honor. She's about getting the job done.
Canella, get up.
Yeah. Come on, Canelo, you got this.
She's hurt.
Camilla is definitely hurt. That punch definitely packed some power behind it.
Oh my God.
Oh, yes, good.
Does she really have to stay down that long, or she's really hurt?
Crawling over to the corner as she
Uh-oh.
slowly climbs those ropes, lifting herself up.
Uh-oh.
What is Barbie gonna do to Camilla next?
But
Oh my
Bobby's
goodness,
just
I
waiting
can't
too.
wait. See? Ooh, girl.
Oh,
right in that corner.
Oh, shoot.
Ouch.
I'm not even in there. That hurt me. Oh, she just smacked her.
Ooh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
And then she just bounces her head right off the
Canella.
Oof. Oh, it's just giving me that knee. Oof.
That's
Dang.
right. Oh, power in those kicks with the knee to the face.
Oh my Lord. Oh.
A flip. She tosses her clear across the ring.
Oh, yes,
Hey,
she did.
Canella, what's up, girl?
Oh, Barbie is getting up. Oh, Canella is just in so much pain right this moment.
Pain?
Oh,
She looks
my
knocked
yes,
out.
she is.
Look at her writhing.
She's hurting.
Oh,
Oh, and
boy.
Barbie is just coming right back.
Barbie's not going to give her a chance to rest now, is she?
That's right, and that's the best thing to
Do you
for
count
Barbie.
like 1, 2, 3 out? Or this is a demonstration? Canella, get up, girl.
I thought
Oh!
And that big old leg drop. Oh my goodness.
How do you not lose your lunch over that leg drop? So that's right, her stomach.
I think she has
And she
something
probably
hidden.
didn't eat,
Watch
which
this.
is a good thing.
Here she go.
Man, hey man, leave that girl alone.
All right, and Canilla gets up wobbly. She is hurting. Look at her holding her head.
She does not know where she is right now. I bet you.
Probably not.
Come on, get that strength.
Probably
Take them
not.
deep breaths. There you go. Deep breath.
All
deep
right,
breath.
Barbie, you've got to stay on her. You know this.
If anybody
Uh-oh.
checked out,
Oh, and Canella comes back with that jawbreaker.
There you go. Come on, Canella.
But boot.
Hey, that
Oh my
girl-
goodness.
that girl ain't legal.
Nice.
Whoa, like that.
Smack Barbie right into that ring. There you go.
1, 2.
Oh, and that's 1, 2. Oh,
It's
only
over?
two.
Sit down.
Barbie was able to get out from that.
That's
Oh
it,
my
huh?
Gosh.
I don't think nobody
She couldn't
didn't
get
check
up.
her out.
So that's it. Canella won that round.
No, ma'am.
No,
That's
no.
only a 2 count, not a 3
Gotta
count.
be 3 count.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, gotcha. Come
I'm
on,
gonna have to
come
check
on.
that woman out.
Donnie, no comment.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
might not be the time to turn.
Uh-oh.
Canilla, you know better.
Something ain't
Get
right.
up and whoop that ass.
Me,
Everything is great now, but you don't want to be pay attention.
Side.
Leave
She's
me in the locker
thinking.
room.
She's thinking. They're not allowed to hit her while she's down. Uh-oh, she's climbing the rope.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
she can. Oh, yes,
Uh-oh,
she can.
She can? Uh-oh, watch
Oh,
out.
Barbie,
Yeah.
get up. You got
Behind
this.
you, behind you.
Not Canella, but turn on, pay attention.
On up off the floor and quit bullshitting.
In a
Uh-oh.
regular match, there's only a few things that you cannot do. You cannot hit with the closed fist.
Okay.
You cannot hit below the belt. That is a disqualification.
Uh-oh. Canella,
You
turn
cannot
around.
obviously have someone else help you.
Right.
That is in
Canella, I
just
did.
regular matches. You know,
Well,
then we also have.
How come women can't hit below the belt?
Oh my God!
Oh, trust me,
Oh,
trust me,
did
it
you
hurts.
see that?
Barbie's got her by the hair.
Dad, we should have more
And
time. We
Barbie
gotta
is
wrap
in
this up
control,
too.
and she is doing a break a bitch. Did you guys see that?
I
That is
saw
how
that.
you do it.
Oh man.
And Canelo is hurting really bad.
That's right. Canilla is down in that corner.
Stand up.
You gotta stay on her, Barbie. You know this.
Come on, Canelo, get up. You got
Alright.
this.
And Barbie working her way back over there, picking Canilla up by her hair once again.
Oh.
He sniped her right back in that ring.
Yes, she did.
And
She just
slumped
flipped
on
her
the
right
floor.
over.
Kick her below the belt. I saw that.
You saw it hit below the belt.
Uh-huh.
Nah, that was her stomach. You've seen things over
The
there.
lower stomach. I know the lower stomach. That girl is hurt.
Well, that's the idea of it.
Bring her to me. I can get her checked out after the
Oh my Lord! Ooh.
Dad, we
Put
out of
the whole entire
time. Oh
weight
my
right there on
God.
Canelo.
Goodness gracious, she went flying.
I'm gonna have to go over her physical aspects.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, and Barbie just throws Canilla right back down to that mat.
Hey,
he
Jackie, you
is
better
throwing Canelo like a rag doll.
You're a little too close, Jackie. I don't want nothing to happen to you, girl.
Dad, we gotta end this, man. We all went over time. I wish we had more time. Next time we should have had our
And
guests
Barbie
on
is
first.
just
Alan,
dancing in the ring. She is celebrating, which is not wise at all.
I just put me a
Barbie, come on, you should know better.
okay, you can find me.
Oh, you want to get in there, Donnie?
No, I'll tell Jackie over here threatening me.
She's making fun of Canilla dancing. That's awesome.
She can have some spinach.
Ooh.
And she just slams right back into Canelo again, grab her by the hair.
That's right. She's got Canilla in that corner.
Let's go. Let's go. Get up out of that. Let's go.
1, 2.
Come on.
One,
Oh,
two.
Go. Eat your spinach.
it's okay.
Eat the spinach. Get the spinach, girl. Let's go.
Spinach.
Oh my goodness.
Let's
Great.
go.
I don't know how.
That
she
was
does that.
Let's go.
I don't need it.
I said the spinach. Let's go. There you go.
Barbie
Catch your
is
breath.
slowly getting up.
Okay, make her come to you.
Yeah,
There you go.
You can be
Now,
a good
catch your
announcer,
breath.
Jackie. Listen to
Staying
you.
in that corner.
Let's
Be a
go.
good
Let's see
coach.
what Barbie is going to do.
Okay, let's go. Let her come to you. If she doesn't
on,
come
Canelo.
Uh-oh.
launch into that corner and open up a can of whip ass. Let's go. Oh, she gonna come to get her. You know what?
She ran
They
back.
took a line. Bring it down. Bring that giant down.
Oh,
Let's
did
Oh,
you
there
go.
she goes again. Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, there
Oh,
you go.
wow.
Oh.
Isn't
Come
that
on.
go.
There you go.
And one.
Three.
Yeah, man.
That's it. Ding,
And
ding,
your
ding.
That's the
ladies
plan.
and gentlemen,
There it
Oh my
is.
God.
the Golden Girl, Vanilla.
Sure.
I was
Matches in
ready. I
the-
knew it.
Let me just say, matches and the shows are a little bit longer.
That
We
was
did do a
awesome.
little shorter match for the
Yeah.
demonstration. We knew, that you didn't have a lot of time, but
Right.
in shows we usually run at least an hour. We have 3 to 4 matches in a show. Plus we have promos and segments and all kind of things.
Right.
And sometimes we go even an hour and a half. But yeah, definitely, come on out. Here's our information for Discord Flickr. We will have a landmark for our brand new. I'm so excited.
Know, right. You have a note card with all the information in. You can give out to everybody here.
I can actually send it out. Like I said, we don't have the landmark for the land yet, but
Right.
I could put this, send the note card out with all this information. Most definitely, yes.
Exactly. Wow. All right. All right, that's Real Talk Uncut. Jasmine, thanks a lot. This time we got it right. We got it right. So, if anybody wants to link to the show, you can just click the little tab that's on the board up in front, and it'll give you the link of today's show, which I'm getting ready to end it in a second. So that little tab that's up there will have the link to today's show. And I want to thank everybody in the audience. Now let's go party. We got DJ Joetic across the way at the club, jamming, and
now,
yep.
bitch.
Jasmine, if you want. Jasmine, if you want, I can send all that back to you. Uh-oh, who's still laying down over there?
I'll just delete it all. That's
Okay.
I can delete it all.
Okay,
yeah, I'll
thanks.
delete it all now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us again.
Yeah, that was fun. And it was more realistic with the announcers and all that on the side.
Yeah, thank you, ladies,
All right,
for coming.
y'all,
Thank
let's
you
go.
all.
I'm running over to the club now.
Alrighty.
That was fun. Jackie, you could be a good announcer.
There you go. There you go.
You was up there on wait for her to come to the corner. This, that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, let's get this stop recording. Now we getting ready to go over
was so
to
cool.
DJ. It was DJ Extraordinaires